Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's weekly market update for the week of January 9th, 2017. Now, we're looking at the first few numbers for 2017, and we're seeing how changes in home sales is comparing to the year prior, and how that's leading to more of a stable market. And that means positive news for both buyers and sellers, and it's a great opportunity to be buying up if you're in a position to do so, or if you've been thinking about that. So all of this and more coming up right next. So looking at the numbers so far for 2017, we're seeing 81 condos listed on the west side of Vancouver, with 34 of those condos selling, to an overall listing count of 527 condos. So far less activity so far than has been in previous months. And what we are in fact seeing is that the number of home sales is decreasing. We have 299 condos on the market in October, followed by 196 condos on the market in November, dropping down to 146 in December. We'll probably see that number increasing slightly in January. December does tend to be slower with the holidays being around, but there is a decrease in home sale numbers, and that's just due to a decrease in demand. Things like the foreign buyer tax curbing some of the foreign buyer demand, or things like the new stress test curbing some of the entry-level participants in the marketplace, or things like the new property transfer tax curbing some of the higher-end demand, just because it's targeting those $2 million plus properties. Now, what's important to note is that prices are a separate variable from the number of home sales. We are seeing that most of the sales are happening in the $400,000 to $899,000 range, and that's where your average property buyer is going to be purchasing a property in. But where the numbers are really changing is in the higher end part of the markets, where we're seeing far less demand. So we're going to see predictions of prices dropping in 2017. In fact, if you Google it right now, you'll probably find anywhere between a prediction of 12% down for condos across the region, up to a 2% increase on the very optimistic side. So it will likely fall somewhere in there, but what you have to keep in mind is that we're seeing a far less presence of higher end priced condos on the marketplace. And so when you remove the really high end priced product, you are going to obviously end up with average lower numbers. Averages are a bit of a dangerous number to look at because they don't necessarily tell you about what's really happening in the marketplace, and certainly they don't tell you about what's happening in the marketplace that's specifically related to your personal interests. So do keep an eye out for that. What all of this boils down to is demand. And what we're seeing is that on our demand chart here, we're still well within the strong demand side of the market. We're still in a seller's market. But if we're looking at our average numbers, we are using an average here, it is trending towards some balanced market. So if you are looking to buy up, if you have something in that average range of $400,000 to $899,000, and you're looking to buy towards the higher end of that price range, or even beyond that price range, now is probably the best time we've seen in recent past to be buying up. And certainly I would invite you to contact me if you've been thinking of upgrading your space. We can discuss about what that looks like. Every time I meet with new clients, what we do is we go through a custom home selling strategy kit, which I customize for each property, and we talk about how your property fares in comparison to other properties, and how we can leverage the current market to sell your property for top dollar given current constraints. And if you have any questions, you can certainly call or text me about any of this at the number right below. If you like these videos, we do post every single week, so make sure you like this Facebook page. And until this time next week, I'll wish you a wonderful week ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.